We wanted some peace and quiet. We got a hard bunch
Today is the Osprey Festival. It's our 7th annual Virginia Osprey Festival here in Colonial Beach, where we welcome back our ospreys from their wintering grounds in South America, and they are ready for the party. There's been a lot of nest building going on and getting ready, and we've been getting ready too. So the weather has not been cooperating fully. However, there is no rain today. It's cloudy, a little windy, as you can see. The people are starting to come out. We have excellent vendors, exhibitors. We have live raptor demonstrations, expert speakers, private golf tours that take you around and show you all of our nests, and also trolley nest tours. So we really welcome you to come out here and see everything, and we're excited about what we have to offer, and stay tuned for more.
We take in birds of prey that cannot be released back out into the wild and utilize them for educational programs to teach people about wildlife. Our hope is that by getting our birds up close and personal with you guys today, we can not only have some fun, but teach you guys something about the birds that you didn't know, and give you a better appreciation for them and a better appreciation for the natural world in which they live. We're going to go ahead and Hold on. We're going to go ahead and get started today with a hawk. This is a very special hawk to me. Her name is Productionz. Me and her have been working together for about 6 years now. She's one of my best friends, and she is what's called a Harris hawk. Harris hawks are very similar to the red-tailed. I love microphones. Harris hawks are very similar to the red-tailed hawk that lives in this area, but this hawk actually lives down in the southwestern deserts of the United States, right along the U.S.-Mexico border. And being a hawk, she is a predator. She eats meat. She does not eat her vegetables. And she has several adaptations that allow her to hunt and survive in the wild. If you guys take a look at the eyes on this hawk, the eyes on a bird of prey are about 4 to 6 times more powerful than her own eyesight, meaning when she is circling high above, she can see her prey from over a mile away. Just to give you guys an appreciation for how powerful the eyes are on this hawk, if you had the eyes of a hawk and were soaring high above, or standing on top of a 20-story building, you would be able to look down at the sidewalk and see the individual legs on an ant. For the first time, his mom saw that there was something wrong with his eyes. She actually picked him up and threw him out of the nest as a baby. And Storm here, like I said, she's been with us ever since she was a baby. She's about 26 years old, and she has been traveling all around the country doing programs like this, teaching people about these awesome birds. She's been on TV, she's been in front of thousands of people at a time. She is a pretty remarkable bird, and we are always blessed to be able to have her here and to show off how amazing those wings are.
We're the Colonial Yacht Club. So we are a group in Colonial Beach that gets together, socializes. Most of the members have votes, not everybody. Like, I don't have a vote. And we do different things. We go on cruises, weekend trips, and parties.
Pretty much a social club, really, and get to know the community here and get involved.
Club that likes to socialize, yeah, like that.
the largest service organization in the country, or in the world actually. They're all over. They started really focusing on people that were blind and worked on providing glasses, research. They fund research, they seeing eye dogs, all sorts of services. Now they really cover a whole host of things: the environment, medicine, diabetes. Actually, we just finished a program in the state where we provided diabetes education to all school nurses and school personnel. We reach 13,000 people a year take this course. So that now the kids in school, people have a much better understanding of diabetes than they did before. And not only for the kids that were in school with type 1, but for their own family members. So it was a very successful program. So we're trying to start a club here in Colonial Beach. We have one in Westmoreland, but we want to kind of expand. So.
And then underneath, you can see that white line I talked about, the Osprey chicks huddling underneath this configuration here. And what happens is we place this on the nest, we drag away, but not too far, just far enough so that the female and the male will come back, land on top of this, trying to figure out what's going on, walk around and get their feet tangled. Then they fly off with this contraction, and it's too heavy for them to carry and fly away with, so then they end up in the water, which, you know, they're used to being in the water, and there's these floaties, and we are there within 30 seconds to pick them up out of the water, just like this, untangle them, you know, in a matter of 10 seconds, and then get right to banding them and the release. It all is going to happen in under 5 minutes, really. Very, very quick. And this banding data is very important. And here's some Osprey band recoveries you can see. Don't pay attention to the difference in color and dots here, but what this is showing you is all Ospreys banded over the course of 40 years at Productionz River Park.
Center for Conservation Biology, so we're a research group at William & Mary, and we've been studying birds for a long time now. They were a big player during the DDT era, monitoring eagle demography and helping the eagles recover. And currently we're monitoring many birds, but some of them include the osprey. And this most recent summer we were surveying up and down the lower Chesapeake, monitoring how many eggs the osprey were laying, how many of those eggs hatched and fledged. You can see images here from when a chick has just hatched all the way out to later in development, and we don't have an image of a fledgling here, but this is much later on. And so we've been monitoring that to see how well the birds are doing on the lower Chesapeake. And we also have Osprey Watch, which is a citizen science project where people can submit coordinates of osprey nests that they see. So we're trying to make a map of the osprey nests throughout Virginia to get even more demographic data, because obviously we can't survey everywhere. That's what we're up to.
Hi, I'm the owner of My Time Arts, and I am located right now in CB Creative Arts Center, and we do all kinds of things there. We do painting classes, and we do crafts, and you can even purchase the artwork. So stop in and visit us sometime.
So we're Fort Walker, we're the Environmental and Natural Resources Division. We focus on
military mission.
The military mission, yeah.
Protecting the environment.
At the same time, supporting the missions and supporting the environment.
Double quick addition at the fisheries building. Groundbreaking building located behind the water.
Company and two organizations. Colonial Beach Artists Guild, the Colonial Beach Creative Arts Center, which is brand new and is on Washington down next to the gym, and also open today, and Kathleen Moran Art, and for that matter My Time Arts also. We're just all here because it's a fun place to be. Okay.
We got a cup full of information here with stickers, and we've got a, I'm going to give you this one, it's got a little flip-flop in it. We got some gun locks, we've got identity theft information, some domestic violence or victim witness program information. Species in the bay, we have two different surveys that we conduct. We have our chest map and heat map surveys,
CHESMAP prioritizes the Chesapeake Bay, so it goes all the way up to the Maryland portion of the bay, and then all the way down to the mouth of the estuary. And then NEMAP is a partnership program actually with 3 other institutions to get an offshore or near-shore survey of the entire eastern Atlantic.
Our organization, the Virginia Osprey Foundation, we bought materials to build monofilament fishing line disposal receptacles, and we asked them if we bought the materials, would they build them for us? And in fact, they did. They built 5, and they didn't use electric tools. They sawed by hand. You can see one of them over in our booth up against the fence over there that they built. But they built those for us, and we'll be placing them in and around Colonial Beach.